So what Jesus is saying here is that we need to rethink life. We need to change the way that we are thinking about the things that we do. We need to change the way that we're thinking about God, what we believe. We need to change our thinking in order to believe. All right. We can think about this, an essential element of repentance. When you think of the word repentance, you may think of being sad or feeling sorry. That is not the same as repentance, but it is an essential element of repentance. When we see that something is not the way we thought it was, and we were going the wrong way for a long time, the natural feeling is to feel regret, to feel sadness, and to feel remorse about what we have done in the past. And that kind of thinking leads us to change, right? So if you're dealing with a criminal, or you're in a court of law dealing with someone who's committed a crime, or you are dealing with someone, dealing with a child who's done stuff wrong, when you go to them and you talk to them about it, you want to see where they're at. What are you looking for in them to know that they really are going to change? If that person, that criminal says, yes, I'm going to change, I'm not going to do that crime anymore, or the child says, I'm not going to hit my brother anymore, I'm not going to yell at my teacher anymore at school. In order to believe them, what do we need to see in them? We need to see some level of remorse, don't we? We need to see that they actually feel that what they did was wrong. Because we know that without that, human beings don't change. It's only once we see and feel that what we've done in the past is wrong. Okay, I yelled at my teacher. This was one of my children this week. That's why it's on my mind. I yelled at my teacher. And you say, okay, well, why did you do that? Well, it was her fault. It wasn't my fault. It was because of all this and this. No. That's not remorse. That kid's not going to change. That child needs to be brought to the place where they can see how they made their teacher feel, where they can see that what they did was actually their own choice and that it was wrong and that it's harming not only the other people around them, but their own life as well. Then, when they start to cry, and they feel genuine sadness for that, then you know, okay, now there's a possibility for change here.